Welcome to the Tao of Women. It is another beautiful session. And as we start this practice, I want to say thank you for joining me live here on Zoom and Facebook and YouTube, and for listening in on the replay. You're always present. I feel your presence, and together we're creating something really beautiful. So, as we drop in to receive this passage today, this is a really special passage. Let's just take a breath and feel ourselves arriving here. Feel ourselves connecting with the form of our body, connecting with the present moment, and breathing into our belly, breathing into the inside of ourselves. And as we breathe in and out, we're connecting with this creative life force impulse to commune with all of nature. And one more breath just to prepare us to receive the wisdom of the Tao. And those of you that have the book, I invite you to join me and read. And those that don't, just simply let the words wash over you like wisdom does. Let these words revitalize and catalyze you. Okay. Passage 10, birthing. Can you give birth and still let go? Can you nourish others and continue to take care of yourself? Can you show others the way without losing your own? Can you provide safety, yet dare to risk the unknown? Can you calm the fears of children while embracing your own? Everything you touch changes. You change everything you touch. The process is creation. Let's just breathe that in. And I'm going to read it one more time. Okay. Birthing. Can you give birth and still let go? Can you nourish others and continue to take care of yourself? Can you show others the way without losing your own? Can you provide safety yet dare to risk the unknown? Can you calm the fears of children while embracing your own? Everything you touch changes. You change everything you touch. The process is creation. So with that, I invite you to join me in this creative process. And let's embody it in our Qigong form. So finding your feet, entering into your practice space, making sure you have enough room. Starting to open up. I'm going to have a wider stance with this one. And as we're getting started, let's start to feel our body opening up to the curiosity of how we're going to embody birthing energy. And we are going to practice the form tigress gathers her cubs. And this form seems really fitting for the passage. And so I am going to open up my stance, and let's just get the structure of it first. I'm shifting my weight to one leg and then shifting my weight to the other leg, shifting to one side and to the other side. That's the first step. And now let's start to get our hips into it a little bit. When I shift forward, this hip opens. When I shift back, this hip opens. Forward and back. And now let's build onto it. When we'll just do one hand at a time. So when I shift forward, this hand, my opposite hand, sweeps across, leading with the back side of my hand. I sweep across, and then when I'm about to shift my weight back, I turn my palm toward myself, and I shift back, and I bring my palm right to my dantian. And then as I turn my waist, my hand goes behind me. And we're just going to stay using one hand for a minute. So when I shift forward, my hand sweeps around. My palm turns over, I shift back, right to my dantian. I turn my waist and my hand sweeps behind me. Over, back of my hand sweeps, back, gathers energy to my dantian, turn my waist, clears behind. Let's start to do two hands. When I shift back and bring energy to my dantian, my other hand sweeps across. And when I shift back, my other hand sweeps across. Let's just practice this for a minute. Sweeping across and shifting back as I sweep across. And remember, these are transmissions, not teaching. So when you want to learn forms like this, we come to class for that. But for here, let's feel that we are a tigress. That means we're empowered. We're connected to nature. We're connected to our instincts. We're connected to this primal need to gather our children and keep them safe and keep them close. And as we're sweeping one hand across, and as it comes in, we're bringing new, fresh energy to our dantian. And this hand is like letting energy come into our dantian, and then like old energy comes out the back. So we're bringing new energy in and clearing out old stagnant energy. New into our dantian, clearing out old stagnant energy. As we're embracing this birthing energy, this tigress energy of knowing how to care for and protect others and care for ourselves at the same time. This form cleanses and clears our energy centers. As we drop into this practice, feel how you are moving through your space, gathering fresh energy, drawing it into your body and clearing out old energy. Now let's bring it up a little bit to our middle dantian, to our heart. We're gathering fresh energy and clearing out old emotional tension and fears. As you're sweeping through the field, knowing that everything you touch changes and you change everything you touch. And right now you are changing the coherence of your heart. You are cleansing and clearing it. And we'll sweep up a little higher. Now turn your palm toward your upper dantian, clearing your consciousness, your mind, your spirit mind, your higher mind, and just your daily thinking, bringing fresh new energy as you clear out your old thoughts, bringing something new, new perspectives, clearing yourself so you can receive this passage, this wisdom of the Tao. As we start to work our way back down, knowing that we're interfacing with this passage of the Tao of Women, preparing our heart and our body. And now, as you bring your hands back down to your dantian, clearing out your creation center, your birthing center, tending to yourself as you care for others. Let's get you back into this practice here. Let's get you synchronized into this flow. And I invite you now to stay in this flow while I read to you the passage again so you can embody it. Birthing. Can you give birth and still let go? Can you nourish others and continue to care for yourself? Can you show others the way without losing your own? Can you provide safety, yet dare to risk the unknown? Can you calm the fears of children while embracing your own? Everything you touch changes. You change everything you touch. The process is creation. So stepping back into the practice, can you give birth and still let go? Feel that letting go. Can you create safety for others and calm their fears while you embrace your own fears? Can you show others the way without losing your own? Everything you touch changes, and you change everything you touch. This process is creation. In silence now, letting this creative process of protecting, clearing, way showing. Let this teach you. Now, starting to make this movement even softer, even smoother, even slower, even smaller as you start to come to completion with this movement, letting this movement nourish you, filling your dantians, refreshing your lower and your middle and upper dantian, attuning you to the frequencies of creation, attuning you to the frequencies of the Tao. And start to gradually pull this energy in. I'm going to bring my feet together, pull this energy in, bring my feet together a little bit more. Sealing this energy here into our dantian, into our creation center. Embodying creation, embodying birth. And from here, we'll close, we'll pull down the heavens, drawing this energy up, reaching up and gathering this whole experience, this entire practice, and letting it integrate. You're taking all the time you need to let this experience come into your body, like you're smoothing it out, you're organizing it, you're integrating and embodying. And you're feeling yourself come to completion, where there's a part of you that can still be in this creative, birthing energy, but this part of you that is able to complete here and move on to your next experience, your next thing that you are going to do. This next time when you lift your hands, you're going to bring your feet and hands together. And this is the final pass where your hands float down. And as your hands float down, you are feeling your mind rise clear. You're feeling your voice open. You're feeling your heart with emotion yet calm and open, feeling your body relaxed and alert and engaged, feeling yourself centered. Mm. Mm. What a beautiful practice. And so from here we bow, right hand makes a fist. You are able to protect, you're able to guide and lead and show others the way. And you're able to be with your own fears. You're able to know your own way and take care of yourself. And you're touching yourself. You're changing yourself and others. So bring this to our heart, and together we bow. We bow to birthing energy. We bow to the Tao of Women and the authors. We bow to each other and everything that has transpired. We bow to the tigress who gathers her cubs. We bow to our teacher's teachers, and the teacher within. Then we bring that back into our heart and we step back across the threshold and into our lives. And from here we complete. I say thank you. I bid you farewell. Before you go, I'd love to hear your comments in Facebook. Like, what did you receive? Your comments in YouTube, what your experience was like, and to stay and share your experience if you're live here on Zoom. And honestly, if you don't have the book, get the book, get it used. It's only a couple of dollars. Please share this with your friends, this whole practice. I'd love to see you in class. And until next time, loves, walk in beauty. Walk with that creation energy that you have.